Hello everyone. Today we're going to do a little experiment. You see I have like 3 PTZ cameras right here, and PTZ cameras are known as power hungry devices. They will require a big amount of power to function properly, and their power budget is very big because when they're functioning at full capacity they will need 20 to 30 watts. And today we're going to do an experiment is seeing if this 95 watts PoE injector can power these 3 cameras. Although I can't simulate them in full capacity environment, so we're just going to see how much it will take for them just to regularly connect to this. So PoE, we know that PoE will allow us to have power and data through one Ethernet cable. It's really convenient because it'll save us a lot of time and energy for finding power outlets, for plugging these to connecting them to power. With an Ethernet, it's just one cable, power and data. Really simple, really easy. But although because of some conditions they are compliant to the IEEE 02.3 protocol, which only allows this transmission to go to 100 meters. After 100 meters, the redundancy is really high and we will lose a lot of power, and even data will be lost during the transmission, so it's not worth going over than 100. Today we're going to see how much power can we get after 100 meters using Cat5 Ethernet cables. Cat5e Ethernet cables are just a type of, it's like a really common type of Ethernet cables right now, so you don't really have to worry about that. It's just showing us after 100 meters we can still get enough power for powering 3 of these PTZ cameras, which is pretty awesome. So it's basically setting up using a PoE injector to inject the power to the Ethernet cable, and then when we reach 100 meters we're going to use this PoE powered switch, which will spread out the power and signal to these 3 devices. It's pretty cool. The PoE powered switch is a device which can receive power and data, then become a working operating switch in the field, which then itself will not require power and data, or external power and data, and then it will still be able to function as a switch and then send power to the cameras, the IP devices connected to it. Really awesome. So let's go through this whole procedure. First I'm going to connect our power cable to our 95 watts high power PoE injector. So 95 watts, because of it complies with the IEEE 02.3 BT protocol, it will be able to use all 4 twisted pairs of Ethernet wire, the copper wires, to transmit power and data. So it's like functioning at full capacity. Right now the data is coming through this Ethernet cable to the injector. Now all I have to do is use this 100-meter Ethernet cable and connect it to the injector. Once this is done, I will use the 100-meter cable and connect it to our PoE powered switch. And remember, we have to connect to port number 8 because port number 8 is the port where the power and data goes there and gets divided to the IP devices here. So it's connected to port number 8. You can see the power indicator is on, saying there's power going through here. So good luck. We're going to see how much power will remain after 100 meters. So now let's use our Cat5e Ethernet cables to connect to these 3 devices. Okay guys, I have 3 Ethernet cables right here, Cat5e, and I'm going to connect them one by one. The first one, no doubt, it's going to work, because now there's like 0 power going through. The first one, no doubt, is going to work. And it's working because it's now self-checking, and this usually means they have enough power to power up. And now let's do the second one. Should be not a problem. And of course, everything's going good as normal. And now the third one. It might not be enough power for it, but I assume we'll still have around 70 watts after 100 meters because our injector is like 95 watts. So I assume it can work. So let's see. Let's hope for it. And yes, it works. So even 3 PTZ cameras can be functioning after 100 meters, so we can see how powerful this 95 watts PoE injector is. And you guys can see it only uses 30 watts right now. And maybe it's still self-checking, the infrared is not all turned on. So you can see it's using 4 pairs and 30 watts, so we still have power budget of around 30 watts because 30 watts is not exactly 30 watts right here. So we have a power budget for around 1 or 2 more PTZ cameras. If we add too much cameras, well, these PoE devices have initial handshake. If the power is not enough to share for all the devices, it will not, overwhelm the device. It will just keep rebooting, keeping it in a safe state and letting us know that it is malfunctioning. So we can now add more power to it or reduce some devices. All right, that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any more questions about this connection, this setup, you can leave them in the section below. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.